Yeah, baby, you already know what time it is. Time to bathe in a bath of crystals that were most likely salvaged from your lipstick product. You may be a millionaire, and you may have a team of people around you, but you're not responsible for any lips that get ripped or shit you can't fix. So creamy and oh so buttery. But if you fuck around, you might just have a ninja star in your lip, bitch. High-end influencers won't fuck with your product, and the world is against you. But you don't take responsibility because that's not in your nature. So creamy and so buttery, it may feel like it drips from your lips. Oh, no, wait, that's blood. My bad, sorry guys, my bad. FDA approved. Who really knows? White freaking gloves or just mold spores? None of this makes sense, and it probably never will. A calculated formula by Miss Jaclyn Hill.
Most of these bitches is petty, 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 petty. Most of these bitches is petty.
Bitch! Yes, it's your girl Paige back at it again with yet another video for you hoes. Right, I had another video that I was going to be releasing today. I was going to be releasing the Trisha Paytas video. Yes, it's another Trisha Paytas video, but I have been keeping up with Trisha Paytas and I want to keep you guys in a loop of what's been going on in her crazy life. So stay tuned for that video. That video is coming up very, very soon. However, I thought that I would keep you guys up to date with the whole Jaclyn Hill drama and what has been going on, because a member of her team, because I'm assuming it isn't her because I don't believe she's smart enough to do this, but a member of her team have finally spoken out about the whole escapade that has been going on across social media regarding the numerous complaints that have been surrounding her lipsticks and what it is that she and her team plan to do about it, which at this point is a whole fat lot of absolutely nothing. So guys, do not forget to subscribe and hit the like button for this video. If you want to keep watching more Petty Paige content, make sure you hit the bell as well, and let's get straight into it. So to find out the beginning and the basics of everything that did happen with Jaclyn Hill and this whole makeup launch, definitely go and take a look at my first video. That'll give you the lowdown of everything that has taken place. But basically what has happened since this whole entire drama started is, instead, like in my first video where Jaclyn Hill refused to acknowledge that there was an issue with her product, she is now beginning to realise that there is an issue with her product and acknowledging that publicly. In fact, she even went on to leave a statement on Twitter. Okay, so after all, Paige Christie, the first big beauty guru to talk about this whole entire escapade, had something to say about the quality of her lipsticks. She said, "Any of you are receiving lipsticks like this, please know that this is not hair. My factory used brand new white gloves to do quality control and they shed all over my product. Angry face. We switched to rubber gloves 2 days ago to make sure this never happens again." Then in regards to the less than smart remarks that she decided to make to a consumer who had problems with her lipstick, and basically she told her to go and exfoliate her lips, she said, "Also, I have apologized to the first girl who tweeted me about her lipsticks not being perfect. I reacted very unprofessionally, and that's never my intention. I always want you guys to be comfortable sharing your concerns with me." She continues, "My team and I are working very hard on finding out exactly what is causing the grittiness and the bumpy texture on some of my lipsticks. I'm so sorry to see that some of you are dissatisfied with my product. I will make it right for you and learn from this mistake. That's a promise." Home slice, with the absolute patchiness that you had with the consistency of your products with the Vault, I would have thought that you would have learnt from your mistake, but anywho, I digress. Then the piece de la resistance, everything that we have been waiting for, happened yesterday when she stated, I plan on breaking my silence and addressing the issues regarding my lipsticks very soon. I have been working hard to gather all of the facts and details so I can give you accurate answers. I appreciate you allowing me time to wrap my head around all of this and investigate. Whilst all of this was going on, things were going from bad to worse. So some people who had made complaints with Jaclyn Cosmetics had actually started receiving their replacements, and some of the replacements that were going back to people were just as bad, if not worse, than the original products that they were sent out. For instance, take a look at what this consumer had to say on social media. Things certainly didn't get better, they just got from bad to worse. When people started investigating, having a look at things such as mold spores and how they are generated, as well as other people who have stated that they have had either allergic reactions to the product or even that the product straight up rips skin off their lips. I don't know how legitimate that is. As well as some big name influencers such as Nikki Tutorials talking about the whole entire situation, as well as a change.org petition starting, which has already had over 15,000 signatures. And then to top that off, mainstream media has also jumped on the entire story. Shit's bad out here, sis. Like, shit is real bad in these streets. So to top that all off, there has been a bunch of influencers who've spoken about it. Raw Beauty Christie, Nikki Tutorials, Jaclyn has had something to say, but I mean, she always talks out of her ass, so how legitimate can we say it is? Alyssa Ashley, yada yada yada. Here's a compilation. It was done by Sebastian. Have a look at what all of these YouTubers and beauty influencers have had to say about this product, including Resident. I will give you a good review even if I hate you, just keep me on your PR list. Nicole Concealia, take a look.
So I'm just here editing, but Zach is here, my friend Zachary. So he separated the ones that have hairs and the ones that have holes. This one, oh my god.
What are those holes? What does that mean?
It's fungus. Y'all need to shut the fuck up. Y'all, this one. Oh my. And this is the PR package. No. No, what is this? Fungus. Is it in the daylight, y'all?
And basically it has escalated to something crazy. People are finding like shards of possibly glass in the lipsticks and cutting their lips. There are people that have had to get antibiotics to get rid of bumps and sores on their lips because of lipsticks. It has just been an absolute disaster. This shit's crazy.
First I was like, people are being a little nitpicky, and now I'm like, okay, I don't know if I have ever opened a lipstick with like fuzzes on it. It's so gross. I can't believe this.
And why is that hair so damn long? If it's a furry glove, it would be very slight fuzz, and it's embedded in the lipstick. Oh, and lipsticks are never to be touched on the lipstick itself, so still a contamination issue. Stop lying already. I'm so pissed. This is people's sanitation.
Being an influencer and having to come on camera and basically expose these potential dangerous, harmful things, but there are two hairs, or whatever you want to call them, coming out of the side of this lipstick. And I really hope that we can get an explanation from Jaclyn. I don't recommend these at all.
Nicole Concilio. Like, you know it's bad when Nicole Concilio can't even give you a good review, sis. Okay, all shade aside, Nicole Concilio is beautiful. All shade aside, right? So this has got really, really bad. I decided to take a look into the whole white glove situation because it just seems so far out there that it just didn't make sense. But there was actually a video that has been going around that people have been passing around on social media about how lipstick is made, and white gloves is involved in the process. But even so, it is still, like Marlene Estelle has stated, a cross-contamination that definitely still needs to be looked at. So let's take a quick look.
So they wrap up production with a plastic cap. The cap is clear to showcase the shade of the lipstick. It has taken about a day to manufacture this lipstick. It's time to freshen up.
Okay, so as you can see from that clip, in the final stages of production in the makeup laboratory or whatever, the person who was handling the lipstick did have one fabric glove on their hand on the left hand side. So those fabric gloves do get used, but do I think it's an excuse? Absolutely not, because a lot of people were pulling out legitimate long hairy fibers from the inside of the lipstick. So I mean, if they've been handled throughout that whole entire process with those fabric gloves, it just doesn't make any sense. So what was her response? I hear you hark in the distance. Bitch, when I tell you that her team could give zero fucks about your feelings, they could give zero fucks about how unsatisfied you are. They are working in the best laboratory since Dexter, bitch, and you are just gonna have to deal with all of the problems that you have with her product. I swear, I have never seen anything like it. I am in awe, I am shocked, and I am so surprised that anyone would ever dare to double down so hard and legitimately call their customers and their consumers dumb. Bitch, let's take a look at what Jaclyn's team had to say in their official statement on the Jaclyn Cosmetics website. So they started with customer service, a message from Jaclyn Cosmetics, June 2019. The product quality and safety is extremely important to us, and we take every precaution to create the best possible products for our customers. Despite testing and quality checks, a small quantity of lipsticks purchased from our launch collection did not meet these standards. We thank all of those who brought this to our attention, and we want to assure everyone that our products are safe. If you received a less than perfect lipstick, please see the additional information below that helps clarify specific damage issues. First up, is my lipstick safe to use? Jaclyn Cosmetics lipsticks are made with cosmetic industry standard, FDA compliant ingredients that are produced to an OTC, over-the-counter, compliant factory that is registered with the FDA, providing high degrees of safety standards and rigorous testing. The issues reported over the last several days were related to irregularities in the manufacturing process, which are being fixed and do not impact the ingredients, formula, or safety of our products. That honestly to me sounds like a bunch of buzzwords, like the OTC and, you know, FDA approved, and just basically saying a bunch of things to basically legitimize the company that she has used, the manufacturing company, when in essence, if they were so amazing and they were so compliant and they were so, you know, full of rigorous testing, then this wouldn't have happened. So from the outset, I already know you're full of shit. Next up, is my lipstick old? Our launch collection was manufactured in May 2019, the same month that we launched our brand. Any claims that our lipsticks were made years ago or that the lipstick contains mold are completely false. The preservative system, the material and the composition formula and processing temperature of our lipstick does not support microbial growth and protects the formula through the expiry date of May 2021. Well, it seems as if people are calling bullshit on that, from swatches done in 2017 to people being able to see that her lipsticks were visible in 2016 on her mantelpiece, to old emails that have resurfaced between herself and Marlene Estelle, where she stated that she had ordered about 300,000 tubes at the very least. Which makes sense because Jaclyn's tubes say JH for Jaclyn Hill. As we all know, she got divorced earlier on this year and she now has renamed her brand to Jaclyn Cosmetics. Next up is, what if my lipstick has a grainy or rough texture or appears to have particles in it? In a small number of lipsticks, raw materials were not mixed properly or processed long enough, resulting in grittiness and particles. This is from the, world-renowned FDA approved and OTC compliant manufacturing company. But anyway, I digress. Despite the unpleasant texture, all ingredients in our lipsticks are FDA compliant and safe for consumers. Any customer experiencing this issue should reach out to customer service with their order number and images of the damaged product to start the refund process. Like, wow, sis, are you really going to try and pull that card? Despite the unpleasant texture, so you're aware that your product is unpleasant on the lips. You're aware that it's not as creamy and as buttery as you guys promoted it out to be. You're aware of this and you're still okay with people having your product. You're still okay with people tangibly holding these products in their hands and applying it to their lips. You're okay with that? Okay guys, whatever the fuck. What if I see small holes in my lipstick? Small air holes are actually tiny pinholes that can form as the bullet is released from the silicone cup. The contained air is released during the final production process, leaving tiny pinholes on the surface. This result is not uncommon, but does occasionally happen during the manufacturing, but does not impact performance or safety of the product. Dude, I cannot right now. Okay, in the UK, the most biggest high street brand there is out there is Makeup Revolution. Makeup Revolution do lipsticks for literally less than £5. One of my favorite liquid lipstick companies, Makeup Academy, do it for £3. You're telling me that I can purchase 1 billion lipsticks from these small high street companies and not have pinholes, hairs, or anything texture wise, any texture issues with those products, but an $18 lipstick from Jaclyn Cosmetics, I'm supposed to be okay with getting a subpar product and having to go through an entire refund process in order to get right something that the manufacturing company should have got right from the very fucking beginning, because this is basic. What people are asking for is extremely basic, Jaclyn. What if I see lint on the product, component, or lipstick bullets? In certain cases, lint was found on the product as a result of white inspection gloves used to handle our products or equipment during the manufacturing process. A very small number of units were impacted and the factory is now using neoprene gloves to prevent the issue in the future. If you receive a product impacted by lint, please contact customer service, yada yada yada. Now, I've already shown you that these fabric gloves are used in the production process, but right at the end, and definitely these fibers should not, if logic speaks for anything at all, should not be found throughout the entire lipstick itself. I mean, in the center of the lipstick, some of these fibers were being found. Regardless of whether it is mold, regardless of whether the fibers are from gloves and how it got there or whatever, the point of the matter is it's still cross-contamination. It is still an external fiber, an external ingredient that is not incorporated into the overall ingredients of the lipstick that is still found on the lipstick itself. I don't know where that fiber's been. As a consumer, I would want to know that that fiber is safe. And there is nothing that they are providing in terms of statistics to make me believe that these fibers that I've never seen before on a lipstick is safe. So where are they getting this data from that this is safe? There is nothing to say that this is safe. If I drop a piece of chicken on the floor and pick it up and eat it, then if I'm eating that piece of chicken from the said floor, then whatever is on the floor, it is cross-contaminated with. If I would not allow a child to drop a piece of chicken and pick that piece of chicken up off the floor and eat it, why the hell are we expecting grown adults to put fibers onto their lips? It is literally, to me, the equivalent of going into a makeup store like Walgreens if you're in the US, or Superdrug or Boots if you're in the UK, and getting a tester lipstick that has been on the shelf for God knows how many months and putting it directly to your lips. Nobody in their right mind would ever. Anyway, those were the most important points that came up from the Jaclyn Cosmetics statement that they posted posted to their website. But honestly, as far as I'm concerned, like, this is so badly handled. This is so poorly handled. Not only was Jaclyn out of order and rude to customers at the very beginning, before she decided to, you know, admit a tiny little bit of fault, it's just the way that the company is doubling down now that this is acceptable. At the very least, if people have received a poor quality product, you should, as a company, be apologizing for the poor quality product that people have received. And no way have I seen an apology in that statement. What I saw was a hell of a lot of excuses for why they couldn't get the simplest of tasks correct. And because they don't want to admit cross-contamination, because they don't want to admit any fault on their behalf and have to recall the product, they're trying to basically persuade their consumers into believing that this is okay. No, finding fibers on lipstick is not okay. Finding lumps in lipstick is not okay. Finding sharp pieces of whatever in lipsticks is not okay. And any influencer, because I have seen a few, any influencer who is on Instagram or is on YouTube or whatever, who is still continuing to endorse this product, knowing the amount of people who have had so many issues with this product to the point of negative reactions and ripped lips, and still not only decides to put that on their own lips, which is their prerogative, y'all are grown adults, y'all do what you want to do, to promote it and say that it is a great product and they've experienced a great experience with it, just goes to show how many people care more about being on a PR list, about being recognized by beauty gurus, than actually caring about the people who watch them. Have a little bit of integrity, guys, because honestly, it's disgusting to watch. I personally hope from this situation that Jaclyn Hill will take the time to sit down in front of her camera and speak on the entire issue without shifting blame like she did with the vault when that all fell apart. I'd like to see her handle this with some integrity and some morality, and basically say, you know what, I fucked up and I'm recalling. If she did that, I would have more respect for her than the amount of respect that I have lost for her in the past, 6 days. Anyway, that is about it from my point of view. Tell me what it is that you guys think in the comment section down below. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you like it, if you don't, I don't give a shit anyway. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification with the bell so that you guys get a notification every single time that Petty Paige posts new content. Right, okay, tomorrow's video, we are going back to my regularly scheduled content. So we will be taking a look at the whole Trisha situation and what's been going on there, so I can fill you in on what she has been up to, because it has been cray. So make sure you keep it locked on my channel for that, and I will see you in another video. See you later, bitches.
Petty, petty.